So welcome to MECUM Kissimmee, the summer auction. As you can tell, it's not as huge as the January auction. You only have 1,500 cars for this summer auction. It's only like a 3-day auction. Started Thursday, I'm pretty sure. And of course, this is the last day, Saturday, so I'm sure there's less than 1,500 cars on property. So first things first, let's start off with this Dodge Demon. Only has less than 2,000 miles on it. Very nice example. I don't think I've ever seen that many Demons in yellow. Of course, this is a 2018 Demon. The new Demons don't even have the front fender bulges, just has the rears. So 2018 Dodge Demon with less than 2,000 miles on it. And of course, right next to it, matching paint color, 1970 Super B with a 392. Very cool setup. Everything's all modernized underneath. Take a look at the interior here. It's cool they kept the original interior, not upgraded it to the more modern Dodge Charger or Challenger. Of course, you had the little pistol grip shifter there in the interior. Nice upgraded seats though, but very cool on the Super B resto mod. Very cool deal. And while we're over here, I'll show you another Mopar that's in the area, Dodge Demon. And this is also 2018. According to the paperwork here, this only has less than 1,000 miles, 903 miles on it. I prefer the red Dodge Demon over the yellow one, but it's still a pretty nice car all around. Even has the passenger seat and the back seat, which are usually optional. Of course, $1 option when the cars are new. But here you go, 2 Dodge Demons for MECUM Summer Auction in Kissimmee. This is really nice. 1957 Chevrolet Nomad. This is like the most highest price option, the most highest priced 57 Chevy you can get is the Nomad. It's the most rare. Usually these are like banging on 6 figures if they're done really nice. And this is to that quality. This is one of the star cars of the auction. You really don't see a lot of these 57 Nomads, or really Nomads in general. But this is really done nice. Love the chrome trim and everything like you have on the Bel Airs. And of course, for those who don't know what makes a Nomad, because they also had 2-door wagons back in the day. A regular wagon, the B-post would be straight up and down. The Nomad would have a diagonal B-post. And of course, if you had a 4-door wagon, it's too obvious. Of course, still those will also have a straight up and down B and C pillars and window dividers. The Nomads were the only ones that had the diagonal window dividers as well. And of course, you could also get these in a panel, not a Nomad, but a wagon. You can also get the panel where there's no windows here, just a solid metal panel on the side as a delivery truck or anything like that at the time. Of course, looking through the glass here. Very nice. '57 Chevrolet Bel Air Nomad. Here's one for you Ford lovers out there. 1968 Shelby GT500. One of 356 produced in this green and tan interior. Of course, you have your nice Cobra Jet engine here. Look at that interior. I love this tan interior on this car with that green. It really matches and goes well together. Of course, that name is Fastback. Of course, these are Thunderbird inspired taillights that they had on these 68 Shelbys. Very nice. I love that green color is very nice. Here you go, 1983 DeLorean DC-12. And of course, this only has 1,300 original miles on it, and it's one owner car since new. It's pretty incredible. I don't think this is the lowest mileage DeLorean I've ever seen. Check out the interior here if I can get a good shot. Of course, it is a manual transmission car as well. Very cool. Here is a very cool resto mod. 1969 Dodge Charger. Of course, 69 had the centerpiece in the middle of the grille. And of course, this is a period correct 426 Hemi. This car did not start off with a 426 Hemi. It was originally a 383 car. And of course, it upgraded to wheel with brakes, 6 pistons in the front, 4 in the back. It's just really well done resto mod. And of course, look in the interior, kept it mostly original. Of course, you gotta have that manual transmission. And of course, you guys know Hemi cars did not have AC from the factory, but he did upgrade it and add AC later on. Just a very well done car, fresh off. This car is just freshly done restoration. And of course, it does have looked underneath, it does have a Dana 60 in the rear. But a very cool resto mod 69 Chevelle. I'm digging these wheels too. A better shot of the interior. Here's another shot of that 426 Hemi. Very cool resto mod. Here's something you don't see every day. 1966 Shelby GT350. Of course, this is one of the rare ones with the Paxton supercharger on it. Of course, there are not many of these with the 289 with the Paxton supercharger on it. I've seen probably like maybe 2 or 3 of these. I think all of them were at MECUM auctions. But 1966 Fastback, of course, these are like right in the middle of his like GT program, Cobra program, and of course when I think the second year when he did the Mustang, when they started doing the Fastbacks in 65. Of course, this one's been upgraded. He did put a roll cage in with a fire extinguisher, but it does have some minor touches. Of course, you got the 4-speed as well. Very nice setup here. Looking at this car, you have a very small radiator, so you'd be like having lots of overheating problems, especially if you sit in traffic. And of course, back here, no power brakes as well, so very period correct problems that you would have with this car. But very cool setup on this 66 Shelby 289 Paxton supercharged car. This is a very rare truck among C10s. This is a 1967 long bed Stepside, which these are probably of the combinations, or long bed Stepside is a very rare combination among C10 combinations. This actually has a 383 strucker in it, 4-wheel disc brakes. It's been totally upgraded with the TMI interior as well, TMI door panels, and of course you can see down here 4-wheel disc brakes. And really did a nice job on the bed as well. But long bed Stepsides, rare breed, because this step is like usually half the size on a normal Stepside. Let me show you on the other side where it doesn't have the spare tire. Show you how big that step is. See, look at how big that step is. That's usually like half that on a normal Stepside truck. And this extension right here is half the size. So it's like I think it's an 8-foot bed, 8-foot Stepside bed on a C10 truck. Of course, 67 small back window, only year with a small back window because people complained about the blind spots in the corners. So you actually got the full size back window in 68 through 72. And of course, some odd, they actually added the side marker lights on the 67. Usually people get the 67 fenders because it doesn't have the side marker lights, but he added the side marker lights even on the front fenders. And he actually put a 71, 72 grill headlights on the C10 truck, which people actually prefer the 67 front end. But pretty rare truck here at MECUM Kissimmee. Here it is. We're bound to have one here at MECUM. Cybertruck, kind of like the hot tool of the car industry right now. First one I've seen wrapped. Of course, they're all like that. That anodized, that little that matte finish that they have, kind of like the Delorean, that stainless steel finish to it. I don't know what to say about these. It's probably like the 10th one I've seen since they came out. But I mean, look at, it's just too out there for me. Look how long that wiper is, along like the windshield and everything. It's just, it's too much going on here. It's supposed to be revolutionizing the truck, like a truck 2.0, but I don't know. Not too into it. There's a lot better vehicles for the money if you want to go electric, in my opinion. But here it is, Cybertruck here at MECUM. Here's a pretty cool offering here at MECUM. 1938 Cord Westchester Coupe. Of course, Cord is known for being the America's first mass-produced front-wheel drive car back in 1938. You wouldn't have that really until the Tornado came out in the 70s, in the late 60s and the 70s. Of course, Cord actually had a supercharged model, which I think was the first mass-produced supercharged car in the US as well. But look at the interior of this thing. Loving the vinyl seats. And of course, you don't have a floor, running boards. Kind of like a Cord styling touch there as well. Get that nice split back window. And also Cord has another signature touch. Pop-up headlights. These are like 4 decades before they really became popular in the 80s and late 70s. Pop-up headlights in 1978. I mean 1938. Pop-up headlights in 1938. So there you go, a Cord Westchester Coupe. Here's something really rare. This is a 1954 Kaiser Darrin. Now the concept of this car was a year earlier than the Chevrolet Corvette. So this unofficially is like the first fiberglass sports car produced in America. And the unique thing about these were these doors. These actually slid instead of closing like a normal door, so you get more like better entrance in and out. And of course, 1954, if you wanted an American sports car, you either had this or you had that Corvette, 1954 Corvette. So those were your options in the early 50s for sports cars after, you know, the men and women came back from the war. As far as like close you can get to a British sports car was one of those two offerings. Here's our rarefied air 1984 Lamborghini Jalpa. Has a 3.5 liter V8 with a 5-speed manual transmission. This was kind of the entry-level Lamborghini in the 80s. If you wanted a Lamborghini and you couldn't afford the Countach, this is what you got, Lamborghini Jalpa. You can see the little design cues that is very similar to the Countach of the era. Of course, you know the typical design features that you would have on a Lamborghini, like the hexagon design, trapezoids, and all that stuff. Little air ducts that goes back to the mid-engine. Pretty cool stuff here. Lamborghini Jalpa. Man, this is a beautiful C10. Wheel-well brakes, air ride suspension. Has that nice stance. Gorgeous. Love this green paint with the white. Look at this wood bed in the back. Amazing. It almost reminds me of that green color that came out on the Camaro like 5-6 years ago. Gorgeous C10. Here it is, the Lamborghini Diablo. Of course, this is like my childhood supercar from Lamborghini. This replaced the Countach. And this was like the car in the early to mid 90s. This is like the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit before the Murcielago came out. Of course, this is a gated shifter car as well. And of course, if you know, you know. These are 300ZX headlights. Of course, you had the carbon fiber trim up here to cover the Nissan here it goes from Japan. Nissan 300ZX headlights. There is a ZX in the auction. I'll show you what I'm talking about when I see it. But pretty cool. You don't see a lot of these Diablos in the public, but here it is up for auction here at MECUM. Here it is, 300ZX, and like I said, check it out. Same headlight. I like how people. Here you go, 1990 454 SS Silverado. But the cool thing about this truck, it only has 2,800 miles. 2,800 miles. Check it out. 2,800 original miles. Everything's nice, crisp, and clean, and brand new. Still has that new truck smell in here as well. And the bed is like brand new, no scratches or dings in the bed. Probably the most pristine 454 SS truck I've ever seen. Probably since the last MECUM auction. I think there was one that had less miles than this, but these are just going to go up in value. These OBS trucks are just getting more popular by the year. And just look at this interior. Pristine. 454 SS Silverado 1990 here at MECUM.
Now offering us 95 and 67 Dodge Hemi Cornet RT. Got a Hemi V8, dual 4-barrel sitting on top, automatic inside, original fender type, no reserve. No reserve, baby. 100,000, another bid 100, baby, 1 bid, 80. And 80, baby, 30, 40, 30, baby, 40, 40, baby, 30, 40. I have 30,000, 40, 70, 45, 45, 50, 50, baby, 55. At 55, baby, 55, baby, 60. At 65, baby, 55, baby, 55, baby, 65. At 60, baby, 55, baby, 55, baby, 65. 60's dead. 65,000 on it. 65, 62, 65, 65,000. I am 62, 55, baby, 55, baby, 65. I am 62, baby, 55, baby, 65.
My brother had a Coronet that color yellow, that pale yellow like.
So, 62,000.
Now
offering us 97 or 70 Pontiac GTO Judd. Ram Air 3D8 automatic power steering, power brakes, factory air, PHS stocks, no reserve. Got that beautiful iconic flip back. 120,000. I'll give 120, give 100. At 100,000, another 50, 60, 50, 60, 70. I am 60, 70,000, 70, 60,000.
I like the body style.
Yeah.
I don't like the brand, but I did.
70,000. I am 60,000 out of it. 70,000 for the car. 60, 65, 60,000 out of it. 62, 65, 62, then you're going to get $65,000. $62,000 on a jump. $65,000. 62, 65, 62, baby, make it 65.
That's a cheap price, if that's for real.
Last stop, no reserve. 62,
That's a cheap price, if that's for
65.
real.
So 62,000.
There you go.
Now, 98,
Yeah.
69 for that good nerve. 80,000 out of 10, 50,000 out of 10, 15, 20, put it 20, baby, 25, 5, 20's been 5, at 20 been 5, 30, at 30, baby, 30, at 30, baby, 20. Now I've got 25 back here. Now 30, now 35, now 35. 32, 35, 32, then 5, 7, 37,000, 40, at 40, then giving it 40, then 40, then 37, 40, I am 30, 42, 40's bid, 42, 40, then giving it 2,000, 42,000, 40's bid, 42.
Look at that motorcycle and that
40
pickup
is,
crate.
anybody else? 40
Yeah.
See that Echo sign?
Yeah.
Right next to it. See that
So,
motorcycle in there shipping?
Yeah.
Zach and Mitchell on the telephone. Now I'll bring us 98 point
Oh,
one,
yeah.
that's 103,
Yeah, price
63
if you're
Miss
looking for
Kane.
more now.
Got a V8
Yeah.
with 4-speed, no reserve. 16,000, I would take you to the 60, to the 60, to the 50. 50,000 on the bid, to the 50, to the 50, to the 40, to the 40, to the 40, to the 15, 20. 20,000 on the bid, to the 20, to the 20, to the 17. At 15, to the 17, to the 20,000, to the 20. At 17, to the 20,000, to the 17, 20. At 17, to the 20, and 2. At 22, to the 23, to the 3, to the 3, to the 3, to the 3. At 22, to the 23,000. At 22,000 out of it, to the 23,000 out of it. At 22,000 is the bid. Anybody get 23? 22.
They're going to let that go for a good price, too.
Yeah.
22, 23, got 22 on the internet, 23,000. For a biscuit, are you kidding me? Get $23,000.
That's cheap.
I'll take it, 22,500, you're
can make
at
a-
23,
you can make a
22,500, 23,000. I have 22,500, 23, 22,500, bid, $23,000. So $22,500, George.
Now on that 113, 1965 Pontiac GTO with a tri-power 389 under the hood. Ford convey transmission, PHS documentation, and red lines. No reserve.
60, 50, 25, 30,
Yeah.
35, 30, 40, 40,
The tri-power.
42,000.
Those aren't holding the money that they used to.
Yeah.
Everybody used to want these.
45,000, 45,000.
Now they're into the judges.
45,000 on there.
There ain't nothing for that
45, get on out, 45,000. Good kid, 45, 45,000 off, we love that. That's called 45,000 on everybody else.
That's a giveaway almost.
So 43,000 on, 42,000 on, 80 on there. I'm gonna wait on this.
42, 42 that car was.
2018 Dodge Challenger has R2 Demon, 75 miles supercharged and with an automatic. Will do a lot better than here. Think perfect. This is a one-owner car.
Here, I do 200,
There, it's better. Maybe a bit to go on.
140,000. That's 75 miles on a car. 145. 140 severe, 145 everybody else, 145, 140, 145,000.
So the Demon car covered everything, Russ.
Everybody else, last call, 145. So close bid, 140,000, close bid, 140.
On the line now, show.
120,000 there. 120, they get 120, they get
127, supercharged 6-liter under the hood with a Ryan Tooley Racing. Stage 1 camshaft, powder-coated front runner, and air ride suspension.
1 bar, 85, 90 pounds to double hill, 85 pounds, 90, 85, 90 pounds to double hill, anybody else? 85 pounds, 90 pounds to double hill, 85 pounds, 90, 85 pounds to 5, is 95, 100, 100 pounds to double hill, 95, 100, 95 here, 100, 95 to be 100, 95 to head again, it's going to be 100 pounds to double hill, 95 to 1, 95 to be 100, 95 to 100 pounds left, 75 to be 100, 97, 100, 97 to be 100, 97 to be 100, do 100 after the producer. Got 27 to that present. 100 pounds to double in. 100 pounds to double in. 97. Now 100. 100 pounds to double in. Give 100, church. Just give 100. Give 100,000. Give 100,000. Give 100. Yes, sir. Okay, 97 will not work. But, however, you raise your bid to $110,000. You own the car. Raise your bid to 110. This gentleman cannot play anymore. Give 110.
97 to 110, 13.
Nobody else can bid. Give $110,000. Give him some help. Give 110. Just give 110. That's $16. Gonna be at 175. Just give 110. He's gonna have to be 110. Give 110. Knock him out. Just do it. Give 110. I drop the hammer. 110. 110. 110 pounds of dollars. Give 110. 110. 110. 110. 110. 110. Got 105. Reserve is off.
Wow.
Still open it up. 105. 110. See if I give 175. 105 pounds a dollar. 107 pounds at 500. So 105 pounds.
Wow.
105 pounds a dollar for that Rooster. NCRS Top Flight Award winner. Comprehensive restoration completed in 2021. Matching number 38. Engine has recently been rebuilt. Automatic transmission. Right color, right walls. Where the wheel is at. 2005 Ford GT. The odometer reads 608 miles. A two-owner car. It does have all 4 available options. Aluminum supercharged V8 with a 6-speed and a clean car crash.
Wow, 460. The highest bid of the auction so far. Alright, so that's it from here from MECUM Kissimmee, the summer auction. Not a lot of stuff here compared to the January auction, but still had a good time. So I'll see you next time here on K-Train Productions YouTube channel.